Is everybody excited about the holidays coming up? Zombies are kind of a drag to have around the holidays because they're so predictable. You ask a zombie what they're grateful for at Thanksgiving, and they say brains. You ask a zombie what they want for Christmas, and they say brains. 3 zombies walk into a bar, bartender asks them, what do you have? And the zombies say brains. Why did the zombie cross the road? To get to the other side. So, how many zombies does it take to screw in a light bulb? None, because zombies are too big to fit in a light bulb. And zombies aren't interested in sex, they're just interested in brains. So if a zombie comedian says he killed, is he being literal? So I have a problem with spree killers, lone wolf killers. There's never one around when you need one. If spree killers kill people who actually deserve it, they'd be a lot more popular. For example, you're at the bank, Friday afternoon, lunch hour, you want to cash your paycheck. The little old lady in front of you doesn't speak English. She's trying to transfer her entire life savings to a relative in a remote mountain village in Kazakhstan, which doesn't have a phone or a bank. That's when you need a spree killer to make a deposit. A cap in her ass. Next customer. Or you're at the 7-Eleven. It's a Friday evening. All you want to do is buy a 6-pack of beer, go home and watch Washington Week in Review. The guy in front of you is buying 200 lottery tickets. I got your winning number, 357. Or you're at the grocery store, at the checkout counter, the lady in front of you asks for a price check on crab meat. Hey, it's crab meat, bitch. It's supposed to be expensive. Blam, blam, blam. Clean up an aisle through. So, I think I may have short-term memory loss. I think I may have short-term memory loss. I think I may have short-term memory loss. But I'm from the 60s generation, and I did inhale. Some people left their hearts in San Francisco. I left a bomb and a gas mask. As Jim Morrison said, we want the world, and we want it now. And if we can't have it, we'll settle for a cemetery plot in eastern Paris. Used to be my generation in the 60s, the only initials we had to worry about were SDS and LSD. Now the only initials we have to worry about are EKG and BPH. So the House of Representatives has passed a health care plan, probably better than Sarah Palin's health care plan, which is if you get sick, you get stranded on an ice floe. Kellogg's has decided to back down from their claim that Cocoa Krispies boosts children's immune systems. Apparently they got some bad advice from their nutritionist, Count Chocula. So Al Gore, despite getting lectures from people for the ethical treatment of animals, is not going to go to a switch to vegetarian diet in order to help save the planet. However, Al's so fat, if he switched to any kind of diet, he thought would help save the planet. People for the ethical treatment of animals want us to start calling fish sea kittens. I like to think of wolves as puppies with really big teeth. So, there's a new movie out with George Clooney. It's called The Men Who Stare at Goats. According to Borat in Kazakhstan, The Men Who Stare at Goats has an entirely different meaning. Comcast is planning to buy NBC. This means that you'll probably see 30 Rock sometime between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Here's what I'd like to see on Super Nanny, Queen Elizabeth. Because if the kids acted out, she could always put them in the Tower of London and have their heads cut off. Now that's reality TV. So the police in China are looking for more than 2 million condoms that are defective. Talk about trying to find a needle in a haystack. So Bob Dylan is coming out with a Christmas album, which is kind of a useful clue because it's always hard to tell whether Bob is Christian or Jewish on any given year. Is there an app for that? At the very least, there should be a website in the grand tradition of Is Twitter Down? Another website I like to see is Cat Stevens Still a Muslim? So I don't know if anybody's seen these ads on Facebook. It says, find out who's searching for you on the internet. And underneath is a photograph of a young woman with large breasts. And I said to myself, what an amazing coincidence. Here I am on the internet, looking for a lot of young women with large breasts. And all along they've been searching for me. Another amazing coincidence is all the women in Christian single ads on Facebook have large breasts. Apparently not only can Jesus turn water into wine, he can also turn a B cup into a D cup. If Jesus is coming back, I'd like to know, because I want to follow him on Twitter. Forget what would Jesus do, what would Jesus tweet? I can see Jesus ragging on Muhammad. Hey, Muhammad, I've got 2.5 billion followers on Twitter, and you've only got 1.6. And Buddha, you've only got a lousy 365 million followers. So Jesus, Muhammad, and Buddha walk into a bar, and the bartender said, what do you have? Jesus said, I'll have a rusty nail and a Bloody Mary. And Muhammad says, I'll have 72 virgin drinks. Buddha says, who do I have to kill to get out of this jug? A lot of people don't realize I came up with the idea for a show called Cops. Unfortunately, there's a big market for a TV series about Egyptian Christians, so Fox decided to take it in a different direction. What's the difference between Mormons and Scientology? About 100 years. So, Levi Johnston, Bristol Palin's ex, is going to be appearing nude in Playgirl magazine. This means that Sarah Palin won't have to travel all the way to Hong Kong to see someone's junk. We're drifting away from the values that made this country great. McDonald's sells lattes. 7-Eleven actually has food that has less plastic in it than the container that it comes in. And don't get me started on the disturbing trend in microwave meals where you have to stir the entree halfway through the process. This is making us work a whole lot harder for our food than we really want to. And also the growing deterioration in the Barely Legal video series, because nothing says wholesome, useful innocence like a set of 38-inch implants, a pierced vagina, and 40 hours of tattoo work. The economy is in terrible shape. Unemployment is up to 2.2%. The economy is so bad that Carrie Prejean, former Miss USA, had to pawn her implants. The economy is so bad that Donald Trump had to fire himself. The economy is so bad that Archie is pimping both Betty and Veronica. The economy is so bad that people are using the DMV as a portrait studio. The economy is so bad that 3 little pigs can't afford to get swine flu. The economy is so bad that the Geico caveman had to eat the Geico gecko. And the economy is so bad that Madonna adopted a baby from Detroit. That's my time. Thank you very much.